Hello, this video intends to be a tutorial so you can learn how you're gonna navigate through this course, Spanish 102. And like I said before, videos are usually gonna be recorded in Spanish, but today this video is gonna be recorded in English. Hopefully, after this one, you're ready to face a class fully taught in Spanish. The main platform we're going to use in this course is Canvas. Canvas is a learning management system and is where you're going to find instructions for the week, and you'll be able to contact me, and we'll be able to have conversations, forums, and other assignments. You can access Canvas if you go to the Palomar College website. You can access Canvas in this link up here in the main screen. And if you click there, this will take you to another screen where you can choose Canvas. You click in here, Canvas login, and in there you will log in with your username, your Palomar College username, and your password. So please do that. Once you log in, you will find a screen like this in which you can access your different classes. These are all the classes I've been teaching these last semesters, and you will need to enter our class, which is this one. The first screen you will see once you're in our class is the module or the page called Home. And this is a welcoming page in which you will see a little welcoming message first of all right here, followed by my picture. Usually the videos will be recorded with my image because that in an online class you can have sometimes a little bit of a feeling of not being close to your students or to your professor. So hopefully seeing me in the videos that I record for you will help feeling a little better about that. But in this one I want you to focus on the links and the text, so I decided not to include my image with it. But that's my picture, and below the picture you'll see a little information about me. I have a long last name. My name is Elena, and my first last name is Villa, and my second last name is a composed last name, is Fernandez de Castro, and that's my mom's last name. My dad's is Villa, and my name is a traditional name from Spain, and in Spain every woman and every man gets their dad and their mom's last name. I studied in Spain my undergrad education at the Universidad Autónoma de Madrid y Universidad Complutense de Madrid, but I did my graduate education in the United States at the University of Hawaii. I did my master's, and at the University of California, Santa Barbara, where I did my doctorate in linguistics and literature. I love teaching Spanish, and in my free time, I love reading. And my favorite place to go reading is the beach, but I hate it if I don't have my chair with me, because if not, I'm very uncomfortable with my book. So it's my favorite thing to do unless I don't have my chair. So this is, like I said, the home screen. And if you go down here to modules, you will see what you're going to see every week. So in the section modules, you're going to see different spaces called modules. And the first one will be one for the syllabus. If you open it, you see that there's one only file in here that is the link to our syllabus. Then you will see a module for instructions of the week. We're going to go in detail on this module a little bit later, but here you see several links, and these instrucciones is the main one of the week, where all the instructions are going to be from where you can actually access all these other links. These other modules are are containers of information that will be useful to you through the semester. This is spelling. You have rules or ways, instructions, how to put accent marks with your computers, how to place accent marks. This is a PowerPoint presentation that should be linked with this video. This is the video in which I explain the PowerPoint presentation, so you should probably start with this, with the rules of how to put accent marks. How to count syllables in Spanish is important to learn how to put accent marks too, because it's a little bit different than English. How to use the spell check in the computer, and capitalization rules, which are different than in English. These are instructions to do your oral presentation. Your cultural presentation will be about a person that speaks Spanish, and you will do that in pairs, in groups. On week 1, you have a sign-in sheet where you will find a partner, and you will choose a person that you're going to present. And you will do that remotely, even though you're going to work in pairs. And in order to do so, you will be using Zoom and YouTube to place your video after you're done recording it. So these are some instructions for you to go through before doing that if you need them. Tutorials, again, Zoom and YouTube for presentations, and for students that are not so familiarized with Canvas, there's some information for you in there. And down here is a module that is it has information about compositions or decomposition you will write. Again, how to place accents with your computer, the rubric that I will use to grade your composition, an explanation of that rubric so you know what to expect and what is expected from you at the same time. And as if you have read the syllabus, you will know that this composition is going to have 2 drafts. Draft number 1, I will grade it with symbols. These symbols are meant to give you a clue, and a clue of what the problem is and how to fix it, but you will have to fix it on your own. And that will be for the first draft. The first draft is worth it at 60%. And then you will turn in the second draft that is worth it at 40%. And in that one, I will actually give you the answers to the problems once I grade it. So back up here to the weekly instructions, we're going to enter in this page. And there will always be 2 deadlines every week, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. If you are planning to take a trip during this course, my recommendation is that you maybe take the trip on another time, or plan ahead to have your work turned in on time, because this is a very intense course. There are deadlines twice a week, and I do not accept late work. So if you think you're not gonna have the time to work on this class during this this session, maybe you should consider taking this class on another time. But that's up to you. I'm just telling you about the rules. So in week number 1, before Wednesday at midnight, you will have to watch the videos. Yeah, this is an introductory video where I say hello. It's only my face. This is this video I'm recording right now. Then you have a video about the syllabus and a link to the syllabus. The syllabus is our contract, so please read it carefully and watch the video carefully. I noticed in previous classes that students, not all the students watch the videos, and the videos contain very important information. And when a student doesn't watch the videos, students are missing important pieces of information and important dates about deadlines and things like this. So it's your responsibility to watch these videos and pay attention to what they say. Assignment number 3 is to do a presentation on the forum. The forums in this class will have 2 deadlines, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. On Wednesday, usually before midnight, you will have to record a video about whatever you are assigned on that week. And then before Friday midnight, you will need to do usually 2 responses to the videos of your coworkers in the class, your colleagues. If we enter, you can access the forum from this link. So if you access it, you will see the instructions of the forum. Every forum has a rubric attached that you will see in it. And before Wednesday, in this first week forum, you're going to introduce yourself in the video. You're going to talk about what's your name, where you're from, where are you living right now, why do you want to learn Spanish, what are your hobbies, what you like to do. And then before Friday, before midnight, you will say hi to two of your co-students. You will answer their video, and you will tell them what you have in common, what you have different from them, if you live in the same town, um, things like this. And these will be written exercises. So in order to participate in a forum, what you do is you click reply. And once you're in reply, you will click in here, record upload media. You click in there, and Adobe is gonna ask you to authorize it, to allow it, and that should show your image, hello, and you can start recording the video. Once you're done, you post reply, and then you just continue like that to answer to your co-students' videos. Back to the previous screen with the instructions. So this is number 3 that we just did, the forum. You will have to acquire the code for the supersite. The supersite is the workbook that comes with the book you're buying, and you need to register to start doing homework as soon as possible. The syllabus has instructions about where to get the best price for it, so please check the syllabus for that. Number 5. In this class, we're going to be using a system to proctor your exams, which is called Proctorio, owned by Palomar. And Proctorio requires you to go to Secure Exam Proctor here on the side. Right here, you can see it right now. And let me see if I can see it up here. Here, Secure Exam Proctor. Let's go back down. And install Google Chrome in your computer. In order to take the exams later, you will have to do it from Chrome, and you will need to make sure that you have a camera available, voice recording available, audio available, and you have the minimum requirements for Proctorio. Before Friday midnight, here I have a link for the minimum requirements. You can go through them on your own. And it's very important that you get a computer that has these minimum requirements, because if not, you won't be able to take exams, because if you don't record these exams, I will not grade them. Number 1, and before Friday, is to complete the little quiz, the mini examen 1, which is based on the syllabus. There are questions about the syllabus in this quiz. You will have to use Proctorio. That will be the first contact with it. And you can take these particular quiz as many times as you want to. It will keep the best grade. But from now on, quizzes are not going to be retaken. They will only have a chance, so you better be prepared ahead of time, because there's not going to be second chances. Number 2 is the 2 written entries you need to do in the forum. Remember, you had recorded a video welcoming or introducing yourself, and in this second part of the forum, you're gonna have to welcome 2 of your co-students, and it's a good idea to talk about what you guys have in common, if you're from the same city, if you have the same hobbies or preferences, It's up to you. See what is similar and what is different. Number 3 is taken for granted that you have already registered in the super site, which is the manual in this course. You're gonna start working on chapter 7. Deadline will be next week, but in my opinion, it's best to start working as soon as you can. This is the link to Vistas, the book, and in a minute we'll go into the book so I can show you a little bit about it. Finally, please enter this sheet. It's a Google Docs document, and the purpose of this is that you choose a group. Elena, okay? You choose a group where someone is already registered, or you start a group, and you choose a Hispanic person, a person that speaks Spanish, an important, famous person, and you're gonna prepare the presentation on these people, on this person. You need to do this right away and before Friday. These are the weekly objectives, which is start talking about daily routine, introduce yourself, and be familiar with the working of this semester. Now we're gonna get into Vistas, into our book. If you vote the right code, you'll access Vistas 5th edition. And I'm gonna go there right now. The first screen you will see is the screen for our online class, which is this one down here. And I'm gonna show you what you have in here. First thing I'm gonna show you is what the v-text is. If you enter content and you see v-text, this is the instructor screen, but yours will be very similar. You enter the text, and let's go. This is the book, the actual book that you can access to it. You can access it online. Number 7 is going to be our first chapter, our first lesson. And if you go into the first part of the lesson, that's contextos, is the vocabulary section. Here's contextos. Something useful that you're gonna see in here is that when you click on words,
el baño,
you can hear them, and that's important for
el despertador,
people that have trouble pronouncing words. Okay, so that's something very useful to these for these part. If you click on that S, you will see that
se viste, vestirse.
See, you can see other things that are useful in relation to pronunciation of words. Going forward, after the presentation of the vocabulary, you have some activities. Those are assigned in the super site. And I want to show you fotonovela. Fotonovela is the soap opera that goes with each chapter, and it presents the vocabulary and structures in context. It's what is called the first input you're going to receive. If you click the S, the text is going to take you to a page in which you can actually see the video. Run Adobe, hello Adobe, and you should be able to see the video. I'm going to lower the volume. If you click on subtitles, you can actually see it with subtitles. So stop this. I'm back to the book. One more thing that I would like to show you about this text is the grammar sections. In an online class, the instructor doesn't usually teach the classes as in a traditional face-to-face class. What I do is I will manage the materials and organize the course for you. The main instruction you're going to receive is going to come from these videos. So if you see, if you enter, for example, in the reflexive verbs section of the estructuras up here, you will see that you have a first part with written information about how to use the reflexive pronouns with reflexive verbs, and you will have an S with a tutorial. And this is going to be very useful, especially for those of you who are audio learners, because
Ay, perdón, me dormí mirando la televisión.
Because you're gonna have this guy over here giving you the lesson on how to use those reflexive pronouns. Of course, I'm still your instructor, and you can contact me if you have any problem with this, and I'll be happy to help you with anything. So again, that's the theory, and then the exercises that you will have assigned in the superset. So I'm gonna close the vText now, and we're gonna go back to where we were in the Vistas page. In content, you're gonna see activities. Activities are the activities you have assigned for the superset. So if you go to chapter 7, that's the first lesson you're gonna be having due dates on, and you see first due date is June 20th, but my recommendation is that you start as soon as possible, because if you look in the calendar, if you go to the calendar here, you will see that you have a lot of hours assigned for each day. So the best you can do is organize your time to not have just on this day night 5 hours of homework. But if you do 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half, 1.5, 1.5, you can make those 5 hours. Same with this. So you see, the best is to manage your time with the help of this calendar, and this should match the calendar in the syllabus. So this is going to be the main place where you're going to be practicing structures and doing the readings of the book. Back to the this page on Canvas, I'm going to show you that here in People, you are going to be able to access the members of this class, and you'll be able to contact people and contact me through this link. And then grades is where I will place your grades. This is a very intense grading class for me, so please be aware of grades, and if you see anything that is surprising to you or is not what you expected, please contact me right away so we can discuss it and try to change whatever or help you with whatever you need help with. So I think this is all for now. These are the instructions about how to manage the class and the assignments. And again, like I always tell you, write me an email or let me know you want to have a video conference if you have any personal question. And we are ready to start. So let's go to the next assignment.